Rundown, 9/8. I don't know why I said it like that. September 8th, 2022, a dark day in some corners of the world. A sad day. But this rundown brought to you by Whatnot. It's a live stream auction app where you can buy collectibles, comics, and really anything else. Nick, one of the two people I'm joined by today, also Vibbs. You guys have done a bunch of Whatnot streams on the app.
Yeah, it's awesome. We've auctioned off some paintings, and we made money fast.
Very fast.
Yeah, it was sick.
Yeah, slush fund. We're a dozen jerseys. We're going to be auctioning off signed jerseys from game-worn jerseys from the dozens. We're getting new ones this year, so you can do that soon. But live stream.
I have a royal beanie baby I'm trying to sell on the WhatsApp.
I destroyed
Maybe a Princess
mine.
Di beanie.
Oh, yes. It's going to be worth a lot.
Live streams 24/7. Never know what you're going to get, never know what you're going to discover. Barstool's platform of choice to sell our weirdest, most unique stuff. Make sure to follow the Barstool Sports page to get alerted whenever we're going live, which happens quite frequently. Create a Whatnot account using the link in the description. If you're watching the rundown, you get $10 off your first purchase. Big one today. Rest in peace to Her Majesty the Queen Elizabeth II. She has passed away, the longest-running British monarch ever, 70 years. The second longest-running monarch ever, behind King Louis, I believe the 24th or the 14th.
14th. The Sun King, I believe.
24th would be a lot.
Yes.
That guy's
yeah.
probably still alive, actually.
Yeah.
So there's a king now. The first time in our lifetimes we have a king, King Charles.
He hasn't chosen his name yet.
He has.
He chose.
Yes.
What did he go with?
First of all, His Majesty does not. His Majesty King Charles II, I believe. Is that confirmed?
So he went with Charles. Here comes Clemmer.
What would his other options have been?
Third.
Did he? Is that officially what it is?
What? Say the name again.
King Charles II, the third?
King Charles III.
Okay, that's officially his name he's chosen?
Well, so he hasn't, nothing is completely official. The only thing that's official right now is that he is the next in line. He is the king. Camilla is the queen consort. They will not be official for until the Operation London Bridge is over in 10 days. So there will be a mourning period of 10 days starting now. And in that time, the switch over to him being king will happen in that time.
What were the other options for his name?
So he has a bunch of middle names, and you could choose from any of your middle names.
Yeah.
So he's like Brandon Walker.
Yeah, it was Charles Philip Arthur George.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
I don't think King Arthur, I don't think you can do that.
Why not?
Big
No.
shoes to fill.
Too many IPs and
Well, Charles
movies
is the,
and-
has there been? Yeah, the third.
It'll be tough to Google, yeah.
Fun fact, King Arthur was in one of the Transformers movies.
What?
Yes. Optimus Prime is part of the member of like the Round Table.
Oh yeah, he's.
That's why he can't be King Arthur. That's just too much.
Yeah, he was in a Transformers movie.
Okay, I thought I saw if he did just officially, but I assume it's.
Well, no, it's a bit of a process. It's a bit of a process. They have to do this grieving thing. I just read she's currently in Scotland. She'll be hanging out there for a little while, and then they're going to do a mile-long walk to the train station. There's going to be people lining up along the train tracks until she gets back to Buckingham Palace. She'll be in a clear coffin in Buckingham Palace I just saw that.
Creepy.
Crazy.
It was crazy. She'll be there. People will be able to view her for, I think, 3 days, and then starts all of the, the trumpets, all the above. And I'm going to leave in a second, but before you guys even talk about the Queen, I just want to say, keep in mind, have a little respect, okay?
So
have
I'm
a little
Royals
respect. Don't make me,
How
don't
could I
make me
even
lose
make
my
a
mind.
joke? I was so blindsided by this. Who could have saw this coming?
Listen, we all knew it was coming. I just didn't know it was today.
There seem to be 3 people in this area who are royal. Clemmer, do you like the Royals? No. Okay, 3 people who like the Royals.
Clemmer's talking about, what are you talking about? Jimmy Carter going on about, nobody cared about Jimmy Carter.
Yeah.
Was Jimmy Carter the
Jimmy Carter's a
president?
billion times more relevant
Was he the
than
president for 70 years? Was he the president for 70 years? No, he wasn't.
He's building houses
but
for
it's-
people.
Yeah.
It's Habitat
Kelly-
for Humanity.
How many homes has the Queen built?
You're a royal guy?
Yeah, I like the Royals.
Thank
Not
you,
to the
Jeff, for
extent of
liking
Kelly
the
or Fran who are upset. But
Yes.
Can we just Kelly not happy, people in the office making jokes about the Queen. Let's get to
We can joke about it in a respectful way.
King Charles is a fucking clown.
King Charles
this
sucks.
This is King Charles is a doofus.
He is a doofus. That's a fact.
And Camilla
like the most
is
British
probably
looking
as
human that's
hated,
ever
or
been.
if not more.
Yes.
She is. I would say not more hated, equally hated. I would say. And Camilla, what a snake, just worming her way in. She got what she wanted finally, and it pisses me off. I don't care how old she is. She got her day in the sun, and I'm pissed off about it. And all I want, like I said, all this transition isn't happening for another 10 days. Like then it'll be official. I'm hoping that sometime in these 10 days, Charles decides I'm a little too fucking old. I'd rather just hang out with my mistress wife here, and I'm gonna give it to William, and I'm just gonna pass it right the fuck
When
on.
they officially, she was the butt of many late night jokes for a while.
Camilla?
Yeah, I believe Leno called her a horse face. I may be wrong on that.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
As an
Jay
avid
Leno has
watcher.
the ground to stand on.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're both hated. Every
absolutely.
bit of like
Charles way more. I will say that.
Because of
And
the aptly named Princess Di?
yes, and it has to do with the
Charles-
fact that Charles. Well,
A molester? Is he a child molester?
No,
Is
that's
that-
Andrew. That's
oh,
Andrew.
that's his.
Andrew.
That's
That's
his
Andrew.
brother
Yeah,
or
yeah,
his
that's
dad,
Andrew.
whichever one.
not a child molester, but a pedophile pervert.
Oh.
A little bit. The girl was like 16. Just the Jeffrey Epstein drama. That's,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
involved
yeah,
in all that.
yeah.
So Charles had to get married. They picked out Princess Diana for him. Basically, he liked her, whatever. But he always had a thing with Camilla on the side. He kept up this thing with Camilla on the side throughout his entire marriage with Diana. Diana was like, "What the fuck?" And so that's why everybody hates Charles. They got divorced. Divorce isn't really recognized in the Queen's eyes. She was never going to accept Camilla again. She didn't. But very recently, she was like, "All right, fine. You've been hanging around for like 50, like however many years, 20 something years. I guess I'll like be nice to you at dinner." And that's how she's now fallen into this like she's the Queen consort now, which I think is ridiculous. But because I don't know, she seems like a snake to me, and I don't appreciate it.
Every ounce of like love or like, oh, she's so sweet, that people feel for the Queen, just none of that exists for me.
Zero.
No.
Just none.
What's happening? Like, is it going to be like an ancient Egypt thing where she's buried with her corgis?
Probably. They are buried in like the king's room or something, right?
She
What's
was
the
an
thing? They're buried
alcoholic
like in the
too,
palace.
right?
She was what?
She loved to booze.
Big boozer.
Like
That's why I
every
loved her.
single meal.
Can I tell you her? Can I tell you her daily drink?
Dad,
Right?
her World War II services. It was a bunch of propaganda.
Were you in
I don't know about that.
How many days did you serve in World War II?
No.
Hold on.
They just took it.
Were you in World War II?
I was not. But all she did was pose for the camera, and then they played that on all
You're
TVs
disgusting.
in Britain.
No.
Oh, get out of
You're
here.
disgusting.
All the royals
You're
military
so
service, like,
disrespectful.
that
I
sexy
can't even wrap my
video
head
of
around
Prince,
it.
Harry.
Yeah. Oh, I'm a helicopter
I gotta
pilot.
I gotta go. Yeah.
Disgusting.
Are you on the rundown today?
I was asked to
Wait,
come up here and talk about
hold
this.
on, let's
John
rewind.
Rich asked me to come up here and talk about this. I'm
Combined,
about to
we have
leave.
less days in World War II than the late Her Majesty the Queen. Say it right?
I didn't
Is that
understand.
true?
I didn't hear the question.
We have
I was
served
busy
less
yelling
time
at
in
Kelly.
World War II than the Queen.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I rest my case.
You're a Queen
Thank you, Jeff.
stan?
Yeah, you guys are
Thank you,
standing
Jeff.
a royal family. They suck money from the taxpayers of Britain.
Oh, blah,
Oh, yeah,
blah,
they're-
blah,
and
We're
blah,
gonna
blah,
have
blah,
the
blah.
Britain taxpayers are gonna pay
If
for
you're
this
going to
Queen's
come to me
funeral.
and say, like, why do you care about the Queen? Why do you care so much about how much I care about the
because
Queen?
this is
because
fucking-
it does.
Why do you? But
It's
because
just a hobby. Caring about the Queen
I'm
is just a hobby to you.
I'm a Princess Diana person first. I have the Beanie Baby.
I'm pretty tied up.
multiple.
I had the Beanie Baby.
We
I
are-
did
yeah.
a live stream for like 30 people of cutting the tag off. My second
Fucked
week
up.
of working at Barstool.
I have a
really
Princess
should've waited on
Diana
that. Should've
replica
waited. I
ring.
should've sat on that
I have
one for a
a
little bit.
Diana replica ring.
Really?
I know.
I like Princess Di more than. You like Princess Diana? Come on.
I mean, yeah, of course.
dare you
She's
to
an
say you don't
elementary
like
school
Princess
teacher.
Diana right
She
now.
loved
Fashion
kids.
icon.
She touched like AIDS patients. She was huge. She was amazing. She
Yeah,
was
she
great.
shook-
She
she
did
shook
real beneficial stuff instead of just
You're gonna
posing
say
in
you're
front
gonna
of a
say right now
camera
in the
during World War
70
II.
years of the Queen was she did nothing beneficial.
What has
Dude,
she- what has she
I
done
swear,
beneficial?
you're on my nerve right now. What?
What has she done?
The whole first half of her reign was like at war, and then she kept.
War's not
She wasn't. She was a princess.
Then
She wasn't a
kept,
queen though.
She kept Britain glamorous. She kept the morales high. She kept people feeling good. She kept. I mean, we think of the UK and we're like, oh wow, that's a cool place. Like we don't think terribly about it unless
No, I
you're
don't.
you who thinks about like the Revolutionary War every time you wake up.
Send
Like
condolences to our friends in the North, Canadians.
What?
They're impacted as well.
yes.
I think they're going to try to get independence in these 10 days.
These-
Trudeau's up to something.
Other things that change, the song changes.
Got his war paint on. It's
Song
God Save the
change.
Queen
God
will
Save
now
the
be
Queen.
God Save the King, which
Oh.
so they'll be singing that at
I
the
didn't know
World
they
Cup.
changed the song.
They change everything.
Qatar
yeah.
or Qatar, depending on how you pronounce it. Troops yelled at me for saying Qatar. Troops does not care.
He doesn't
said
give a shit.
Really,
Oh really?
was very
Well,
negative.
I'm glad I didn't ask him.
Very negative things for Jamaica.
Yeah.
Oh.
What else? Yeah, so that's it. King. Next in line is William. Next in line is George. and then likely whoever George's offspring
He's
is.
9 now, so even
Yeah.
thinking
He's
about
9
that.
years old.
On
There will be a
some
king
He's
for
not concerned.
many
It'll
years.
be King City for
Unless
a long time.
his firstborn is a daughter.
I just don't understand. The royal family is just so far attached from like normal people. They're not real people. They're just like, they don't care about us. They
kinda
don't care
wish-
about any
You know
of
what?
us.
I do wish we had like a fake king and queen figurehead that do nothing, but that's just like.
Yeah,
That's
that's
all
what I'm saying. You know what? I don't think
Yeah.
you're a real person. I don't think you're a real person.
What?
I don't think you're a real person.
Cool.
That's just how it goes.
This has
I don't
gotten
know.
ugly.
It's disrespectful, and I won't stand it. So I'm leaving now. Goodbye.
are you gonna
Thank
do
you,
when
John
Taylor
Rich, for
Swift
inviting
dies?
me on here. I'll kill myself that day.
Okay.
That's
just a fact.
That was a morbid question.
I will kill myself that day. And you know what? I'm gonna come to your house. I'm gonna kill myself on your doorstep, and you're gonna have to fucking clean
What
it up.
famous person for you would have this reaction for you?
I didn't. No one. No
there's
one.
gotta be
Like
someone.
I,
You're a Hoosier.
I was banged
You're a
up for
Hoosier.
Bourdain.
What's that?
Anthony Bourdain, when he died, I was banged up.
Most famous Indianan. We're gonna be.
Larry Bird?
No, I think it's probably Jared
David
Fogle.
Letterman?
It's Jared
Oh.
Fogle. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know if we can be throwing stones here.
Child molester. Hey, I have said it on record. Jared Fogle, he walked into my place of business and he was very interested in me. He liked me. He was very interested in talking to me, and I was like,
What was
"Oh."
your place of business?
I worked at a radio station. He came
Okay.
in to do some spots. And then 2 weeks later, he got
I
popped.
actually moved. When I moved from Hoboken to the city, I lived in a hotel right next to our building, basically, for a month. And he was there for a week, and I would always see him eating the continental breakfast. And then eventually he was.
We can't bring up Fogle without bringing up that you have a photo with Fogle and Paterno.
Yeah, there is
in
a
one photo.
No. I have a photo with Jared Fogle and a photo with Joe Paterno from the same night.
Okay.
I have a friend who has a photo with Joe Paterno and Jared Fogle at the same time.
That's a Bin Laden away from like the trifecta.
Sounds like
Yeah.
a hell of a party.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was giving out sandwiches.
Yeah.
Yeah. Before the Ohio State-Penn State game. Yeah.
Jared Fogle, I've seen him like walking around the canal in downtown Indianapolis, or saw him. But he would wear his like Subway shirt. It was like Peyton Manning,
Yeah, I was about to
Peyton
say,
Manning
like,
wearing his jersey around town. It was just insane.
holding the pants.
Yeah.
The queen is passed. Bond Burning Man.
Can I say this? My grandpa's like 92. Sitting in a chair hurts him. His body is constantly in pain.
It hurts to be
The
alive.
queen was 96 years old. I don't know what drugs they were
Kenjack and I
putting her
talking
on.
about it. She was impressively not decrepit looking for an old British person.
They had to have done her up,
But-
airbrushed the shit out of her.
But her husband passed last year. He never looked good.
Oh, oh my God.
Yeah.
He was like famously one of the worst photographs.
Picture of him in the car is
So like obviously there's a lot of money and but like she routinely always looked pretty good and the other ones did not.
You
Burning
think
Man.
the queen was a stoolie?
wasn't she a what is that? The chive?
Yeah, she had a Bill Murray chive. That's what she chose to be buried in.
She pulled down the regular keep on poster as she was passing and it was just a keep on.
She had a deck of answer the
Chive
internet
on.
cards that that was the last thing she ever read.
She was a gold member as well. Burning Man. A lot of traffic out of Burning Man.
The queen was a weird brain, dude. God. We're down to Lizzie too here at Barstool.
I was just saying this earlier. Liz sits. There's a ton of water damage that happened. Liz's old seat is where all that water damage happened. If she was still working here, what are the chances that the ceiling just fell on her? She has the worst luck
Bad
ever.
luck,
Yeah.
man.
That would have
Bad
been.
luck.
I mean,
Yeah.
Burning Man.
Anyway, yeah.
Burning Man.
You think the queen
Long
will be
line.
cremated? No.
What?
Will the
No.
queen be cremated?
No way.
No.
No fucking. There's
She's
no
getting
way
a
they.
big ass mausoleum, I bet.
Yeah. Those old bones.
Gaudy shit.
Can't even
What?
speak. Just can't. I just have so many Viva Queen things in my head.
I know,
can't even-
dude. I kind of want to do a blog on just Barstool Elizabeth. if only she worked here.
If the Queen worked at Barstool.
I'm not gonna write it.
She actually filmed the Travis video that Dave. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. Burning Man. Long line out of Burning Man. Have you been to Burning Man?
No.
You're a top 5 most likely to have been here.
Is there, yeah, that had
yeah.
long hair.
Yeah, you're not far off of that list either. I feel like.
Ooh.
No, you wouldn't like the constant, disgusting sunlight.
Yeah, it's just not me. I don't like festival people.
So I was in a fantasy football draft last night, and one of the guys that's been in this league forever was there. And I didn't know this story, and someone's like, "How was the traffic?" I'm like, "What a random fucking question to ask him about the traffic." This looks awful. I don't know much more to say about this.
I would never want to go to Burning Man, but then I read what Burning Man like kind of was. It's just the festival goers are putting on their own show for people to like walk around and see. That kind of sounds fucking awesome. I mean, they're all like rich people that suck and have horrible personalities, but I kind of want to just make fun of the people.
Nothing is sold there.
You have to barter.
Bartered. No trash cans. Have to bring all your trash when you leave.
That does not sound like it works.
Where do you poop and pee? Is there like porta potties?
I assume
or
your
are you
pants.
just in the desert?
Yeah,
Like yourself, you just shit yourself, right?
So you
everyone
just go
there
out and
smells
do
like
drugs, and then
piss
there's a
and
big bonfire, right?
yeah.
Well
And
over
it's just-
100-degree
They
temperature.
don't book DJs. They just people arrive. That's a clusterfuck. That sounds horrible.
There
They
are
burn-
porta potties.
There are porta potties.
So that's
Don't-
they got
That seems a little against the spirit.
Those, but like the amount of ayahuasca that's done, they're filling those things to the brim with shit and ego.
I would never, ever in any lifetime attend this.
Yeah, the traffic jam sounded horrible, but
Where is it? What is it? Arizona?
California?
California?
Yeah, it's in the. I don't want to say. I don't want to be wrong.
Yeah, it's in the
Web desert.
deserts are 100 degrees in like the day and then like 40 degrees at night. So
I don't know where
it just
Black
blows.
Rock Desert is. It doesn't help me in the slightest bit.
Northwestern Nevada.
Nevada.
Northwestern. Donnie and I were out in Northwestern Nevada
Area
for
51.
Area 51, and it is a desolate wasteland. There's nothing around. Actually, when we went out to that Area 51 thing, it was kind of like a quickly put on festival, and like the townies could not have been less happy that we were there. They were just like harassing us. So I wonder if there's like townies that have to work this Burning Man.
That's sneakily not close to fucking anything.
No.
No, it's near nothing. It's in a very weird upper northwest part of Nevada.
Isn't it just like
Far from Reno.
Isn't it CEOs and like business people that just like go out there and take a whole bunch of drugs and just go crazy?
Yeah.
Is that
It's
all the
very
Is that
lawless,
all
it
the
seems.
clients?
So are there deaths there? Because you're out in the heat. There's not really access to probably like hospitals. There has to be. It has to be kind of dangerous.
Has to happen. Maybe not frequently, but every now and then. Very few participants have died in traffic accidents.
So
very
that's
specific-
one way to spin it.
A very specific portion of the festival.
Nobody's died on the way here.
All right. Well,
9
that's
hours.
Burning Man.
But 12 hours to get out. That's what this was about. The traffic jam leaving.
Yeah, it looks miserable.
That looks.
They ran out of gas.
horrible.
Gas station nearby ran out of gas. Imagine being the Burning Man gas station.
Oh my God.
One event every year. You're there for one
You
moment.
just got to prep for it.
Have you ever run out of gas in the middle of the highway?
No, and I that's something I hope I never have to
I'm
experience.
super paranoid. When I had a car, I didn't let it get below half.
Yeah.
Half.
Yeah, I was very
Wow.
In
paranoid.
case the reader's wrong.
Sometimes the reader's wrong.
Yeah.
All right, that's Burning Man. A man was at sea on top of a freezer and survived for 11 days.
I'd get so fucking bored.
He was at sounds awful. No food or water, which that's kind of fucked up that there's no food or water and you're on a freezer. You're on a thing that theoretically holds both of those.
Your lifeline. Your lifeline
Yeah,
should have
how
food. in
funny.
it. Yeah.
What a twist.
You're surrounded by sharks at one point. Had
Yeah.
to scoop water out of the
Bethany
freezer. Okay,
Hamilton.
to keep it from sinking, maybe drink it, my friend. He said he had no food or water. He
Well,
was,
No,
And
I
salt-
think
you
the
can't do
water
salt
was
water.
the ocean, like.
oh,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
an idiot.
yeah.
That was stupid. I just drank so much like cough syrup, so my head,
Yeah, hell
head's
yeah,
in the
dude.
clouds.
Jeff
It's my
has
flu
lean
game.
every single day.
Yeah.
This was,
Him and
look
Juice
who
WRLD are on
plugged
the
it. Who
same, like,
plugged
routine.
Who plugged this? The big man on campus
Yeah.
plugged this. What did he say? Can we
It was-
scroll down a little bit and see what he said?
Can I throw out? It was the
Question?
number one blog for a while.
A question we all hope we never have to ponder. How long could you go survive at sea? This Romualdo Macedo Rodriguez guy survived 11 days in a freezer, no less. Oh yeah, and did I mention he can't swim in his freezer? It's floating in
Wait a minute, he can't
shark-infested
swim?
water.
What was his job?
Yeah, he can't swim at
He
all.
was a fisherman.
Yeah.
That seems
You got to take.
like he should have learned that before.
It's like hiring a blogger that can't write.
You got to take work where you can get it, though.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. He lied on his resume.
This is
that-
Venezuela, off the
Is that
coast of
freezer?
Venezuela.
Okay,
Where?
so that is an actual drop freezer.
Yeah.
Um,
So there's doubts that he went 11 days without food or water. I googled it. The longest anyone has ever gone without water was 18 days.
Wow.
So he could have done it. I would have probably just tried to sink in the ocean and just let myself die at day one.
Oh, I don't know. I think I'd rather drowning would suck. I think I'd rather die of
drowning.
thirst.
We talked about this. I don't know if drowning sucks because you kind of it's like autoerotic asphyxiation where you black out.
So you'd start beating off as you're going down.
Yeah. You're oh, you get to come right before you go. But you just black out and you lose oxygen before your lungs explode and you feel the
Yeah.
pain. So it might not be that bad.
I'd be panicked though.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
God, that first sip of water must have been amazing though for him.
They only
First
had
bite of food.
Fago moon mist. Sorry, man.
What is it? A juggalo cruise picks him up.
Nah, just put me back in the freezer.
Did you see that he got arrested when they picked
Oh
him up?
yeah, he got arrested for being undocumented, right?
Yeah, because he
That
floated
is
all the way
so
over to
fucked up.
Suriname, I believe, where he was undocumented. They made him go to prison for 16 days before he could return.
That's just bad luck, man.
Are they giving him food and stuff? Obviously they have to. Yeah, food and water. It's better than the
Must
ocean.
have. He's back with his family. now.
Okay. All right.
Now, a freezer, isn't that what Indiana Jones went in to save himself?
Yes.
Yes.
The atomic bomb. Yeah. From nuclear blast in the Indiana Jones in the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
So a freezer might be the #1 survival shelter. Everybody should have one.
Yeah. If there's a freezer nearby and there's a nuclear blast, go in the freezer.
Or a flood, or anything really. It's
referred to as the nuke fridge.
Yeah.
By Indiana Jones fans.
oh, okay.
Were you a fan of the fourth movie?
Not at all.
Oh, that was crazy fact. I don't know. It's crazy fact. That was the first Indiana Jones movie I saw was The Kingdoms.
That's tough.
Wow.
And I was like, that's not that bad.
Because the original three are great,
Yep,
especially the
yep.
first, and some people prefer the third. Yeah.
Yep, I agree.
Tom Brady and Giselle, they're not living together anymore apparently, which this doesn't surprise me at all.
No.
This was the longest rumor, even before even when he was on the Patriots, the idea that she wanted him to stop playing football was a thing.
That's what it's over?
Well,
is it, 5 more months?
since he unretired, which you just have to assume that's it.
We'll give him one more year.
What?
What if it's because he lost the Masked Singer and she's just mad?
Oh,
Yeah.
she's mad at him for that.
You went out second.
You lost to Ninja?
No, Ninja.
Why was that our first
I think he was on it. I think he was on it.
Terry Bradshaw was on it as a Raven one time.
Yeah.
He was kind of a good country
Victor
singer.
Oladipo, voice of an angel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Only talks about eating pussy though, or sings about eating pussy.
Well, he covered Casey Musgrave's Rainbow, and I like it better than her.
Really?
Interesting.
Okay.
The Oladipo one.
Yeah.
He does have a good voice, but he's.
I want one of those TikTokers to come up to me and just be like, yo, what are you listening to? And I've got it prepped. Victor Oladipo, Rainbow.
Damn.
This does seem to be a fairly fixable situation.
The football?
It's over here. Just stop playing.
It's got to be, yeah, if you're prioritizing that over your marriage, it's bad.
Because also the funny thing is her complaint to him is fairly would be don't you have enough? What more do you need from the NFL?
Right.
I
think
You got your Prove It Super Bowl. You got your previous Super Bowls. I don't know. What more do you need?
yeah, I think if you got MVP last year, he would have
Yeah.
called it quits. But yeah, I don't know. I'm wondering who he dates next.
That'd be huge. Well, if they
curious.
split.
I think it's going to Katherine Heigl.
a clone of himself or something like that. His son. He kissed his son.
He
just
did.
kissed
Yeah,
his
right
son,
on the
yeah.
lips.
Katherine Heigl. She doesn't like Knocked Up. She famously says she does not
She's blackballed from Hollywood.
not a fan. Yeah.
Perfect redemption tour.
I respect Tom Brady not living with her though. What successful man doesn't have an apartment in the city? You know?
Just a Tampa apartment.
Yeah.
Hanging out.
Yeah, it's a long commute.
His oldest son is starting to play high school football too, so you're gonna hear that name very soon. Arch Manning.
Yeah.
Isn't his son just destroying the league? He's doing incredible.
Who?
Archie Manning's son.
Arch Manning.
Arch Manning.
Yeah,
is
he's
he
the
at
number one
Texas
recruit
now?
Committed to
Yeah.
Texas.
No,
Yeah.
next year. Yeah.
Okay.
For 2 years or next year.
T-
Yeah. You know Texas.
random, but T.Y. Hilton's son's doing well too. I just saw a random
Oh,
clip on
wow.
Instagram. Yeah. What's that?
What's his name?
Rugrat. I don't know. I can't remember. It's
Rugrat
something.
Hilton.
It's like Roger or something. I don't know.
Roger Hilton.
Eugene.
Eugene.
Close
All
enough.
right. Yeah.
Wait, Eugene Hilton Jr. So T.Y.'s name's Eugene?
Or maybe what?
Yes. Eugene
What's T.Y.'s name?
Marquise T.Y.
Why do they call him T.Y.? Was he a Beanie Baby guy?
Yeah, why? Yeah, why is he? Why is he Ty?
How old is he?
Well, his dad's name's Tyrone. Maybe he
32.
was like,
Yeah, he's right in the Beanie Baby prime.
Yeah.
Why is he? Yeah.
Yeah, it says it's short for Tyrone.
That's his dad's name.
Yeah, I don't know.
A lot of confusion in that
Wow.
family over names, it seems.
Gotta hit up the Colts subreddit.
Eugene Hilton is significantly cooler.
And then what's his face? The linebacker just changed his name to Shaquille.
Yes.
No, the craziest name change is Robbie Anderson.
What'd he change it to?
He just went
Yeah,
from
he-
Robbie with a Y to Robbie with an IE.
Oh.
Why?
Did he say why? Did he?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I mean, there've been some kind of random name. I mean, Giancarlo Stanton was just Mike Stanton
Mike
for a long
Stanton
time.
for a long time.
Oh, Mike. And lastly, last of the regular show. NFL starts this weekend. Speaking of Tom Brady, Bills and Rams tonight.
Yeah.
Will there be a moment of silence for Her Majesty the Queen?
No way.
Do you know who's doing the halftime show?
Ozzy Osbourne.
Weird.
With
Post Malone? I mean, they have a song
The
together.
Rock will be involved apparently for a new trailer for Black Adam, his new movie.
It's going to change the power dynamic of all superheroes.
It is. It is.
Do you remember the Super Bowl last year where The Rock like introed
Yeah.
something?
That
It was kind of
odd.
weird.
Yeah, it was weird.
He was wearing a very tight shirt. That was what I.
he also-
how
he
could
always
you have a
does.
shirt big enough?
He introed
Yeah.
the XFL. He said, "Do you smell what the XFL is cooking?"
Oh, it's a play on his.
It's a real straight to the point play on his famous catchphrase. Bills. Okay, first off, Barstool Sportsbook promo, bet on any Parlay Plus on any NFL game this weekend, and you get your bet match up to $25, win or lose. Parlay Plus odds will be plus 200 or longer. Nick and I are going to have start doing a Sunday bet.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, my Mondo
Mondo
bet.
bets.
So we'll release that on Sunday. But Super Bowl predictions.
It's going to be our most Mondo bets yet.
What does Mondo bet have? What does that mean?
Don't
We
know
don't
yet.
quite know yet.
Mondo on a track.
But
is
it will
like
involve
the
M-O-N-D. It will involve 5 players.
I like
Okay.
Mondo. It's named after like the beverage, Mondo's.
surface. What's in a Mondo?
Just Mondo. Mondo's in a Mondo.
Did you ever drink Balls Guarana?
No.
Balls energy drink?
Oh, BAWLS?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that Glenny Ball's energy drink?
Not at all.
Okay.
He's on the phone right now, actually. It's kind of strange.
Business.
Business call, yeah.
Super Bowl predictions.
I'm a firm believer. I think I said this on a rundown already maybe a month ago. I think the NFL scripted, and I think they're going to try to bolster up LA again. I'm going to take the Chargers.
Interesting. Chargers over.
Chargers over the Rams.
Oh, and old LA. That's real scripted. You?
I'm not gonna say the Colts. I'm gonna say the Bills are gonna make it, and the Bucks. Tom Brady's gonna go to the Super Bowl, and whether he wins or not, he's gonna retire.
I'll give you a scripted. I really think it's probably going to be the Bills, but I'm sticking with Raiders, John Madden,
Oh, wow.
over the Packers.
Wow, classic. Is that a repeat of Super Bowl I?
I thought
No, that was
Super Bowl one was
Chiefs,
Chiefs Packers.
Yeah, I don't think Raiders Packers have played in the Super Bowl.
That seems like it
But
should have happened.
the great storyline there: Devontae Adams, John Madden, since passing just anything with Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
You think what's his face from New England, the new coach, is gonna do all right? It's his
Daniels?
redemption tour. Yeah, I'm horrible with names.
Remember he fucked over the Colts. He was the Colts
Yeah,
for
yeah,
15
yeah,
minutes. I do think he's going to be good.
But then he coached the Broncos for a little bit.
for sure.
He famously
Did he take Tebow?
Yes.
Yeah, Tebow's QB. He had the
And Demaryius
he had
Thomas.
the crazy. He won like a random game, maybe against the Patriots. I could be
Against the-
wrong. And he
it
like
was
ran down the field and like fist pumped just
Broncos Steelers in the playoffs.
Yeah.
when-
That was
Overtime?
the overtime
Yeah,
to
to
Demaryius
Demaryius
Thomas.
Yeah.
After show, lastly, good luck to your squad. No.
Yeah,
Good luck to
okay,
your
yeah, there we
squad
go.
this year. No luck. Actually, no. You're playing the Bengals this weekend.
Yeah,
I'm going to be siding with the Steelers against the Bengals.
that's fair.
I picked
Tired
the
of the Bengals.
I picked the Bengals in a Survivor League, but I'm
Oh, Bengals are
questioning it because I feel like the Steelers are gonna. It's the Steelers.
I've never made it past week 1 in a Survivor game because I always get cute. I get cute as a button, and this year I took the Saints.
You never. Who are they playing?
Against Falcons.
Falcons.
I don't. Jameis Winston though,
I know.
right? Yeah.
Uh-huh.
What NFL team is Clemmer like?
What NFL team does Clemmer like?
The Jets.
You're a Jets fan.
I'm a Jets fan. Yes.
Over
Yeah.
under.
Is that all you want to know?
Yeah, I was that.
I'm a Jets fan. Yes.
Okay.
Connor's getting more and more casual by the day. He's got a T-shirt on, unbuttoned now too. So it's a matter of time.
Ever since I told him he only wears one blue corduroy, he usually only wore that one blue corduroy polo button down.
No, look at.
Speaking of Clemmer, his former leader, Kirk Minahan, solved a murder.
This is very fucking cool.
This is
Like
crazy.
3 murders.
Yeah.
Yeah. Clemmer had nothing to do with this. Just nothing whatsoever to do with this. But yeah, the man in the final episode that Kirk suspected to be the murderer was the murderer.
And it reopened because of Kirk, right? The case.
Yeah,
Yes.
like I may be misquoting this, but I believe that it was initially ruled a drug-related death and kind of passed it off to the side. And yeah.
So there was a girl. There was a girl that went missing in '89, and they didn't know what happened to her. And then they found out from this other guy that this other guy died with a syringe next to him. They thought it was a drug-related death. They didn't find any drugs in his body. So then it was like, oh, what's going on? He died of like what's insulin. Put insulin.
Oh, okay.
So this like known drug dealer killed this guy to cover up this '89 murder. So it was a whole web of shit that Kirk uncovered by figuring out this.
Yep.
What is his name? Maller.
Yeah,
I have
Kevin
not
Maller,
been good
yep.
with names.
Kevin Maller, yeah. Disappearance in 1989. But yeah, County Sheriff's Office credited Kirk, Steve, who used to be his producer as well. So.
Very, very cool.
Wild.
Not cool that it happened, but cool for.
Yeah, crazy.
Does that give you a lifetime contract solving a murder?
Yeah, I think he was safe to begin with.
I mean, he's safe, but
I
like,
think he was good. Yeah.
I think if anyone else out there is like, what's the roadmap to make it a Barstool? It's like, well, if you solve a murder.
you solve a murder, you probably.
Kirk needs to get like a medal or something, right?
But this is tough now because I actually forget.
You get money?
They talked about no, I don't think we'll get anything.
Fuck the Queen. We should have opened up with this.
Yeah, this
is
is-
more than the Queen's done.
This is really cool.
I believe, I don't know. They talked about doing another, but like you do another season of this show, the bar is crazy high now.
I mean, yeah.
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 The bar is it's an impossible bar to clear.
Yeah.
Essentially,
There's got to be
want
so
Kirk.
many murders that
maybe
like
a 2-time murder finder.
the cops just kind of looked at this murder and were like, this guy's a drug addict. This happens all the time. Let's not even look into it really. And then they looked into it and they figured out there was no drugs in his system. So there's got to be a million like drug-related
probably-
deaths.
yeah.
Yeah, we should all be doing this.
We should all be going out there and solving crimes, like the
Look at
mystery
this,
machine.
Look at this guy is faux hawk.
Yeah,
What
this.
is that a faux hawk?
I don't know if that's a faux hawk. That's a real hawk. That's not. There's nothing faux
It's a
about it.
Yeah.
regular hawk.
Yeah, it's a regular hawk.
He's a badass.
Plastic hawk. It's a badass.
Wait,
It's a murder.
a literal-
I mean, yeah.
no, he's
Kirk,
a bad man.
Kirk knocked on this man's door.
No, oh yeah.
Yeah,
Are you calling the murderer a badass?
yeah, like not in a good way.
A bad egg.
Yeah, he's a badass. He's
I'm just
a,
trying to poke
like
holes in your
Veruca
Queen
Salt.
theories.
Yeah, hey, I'm standing up for America right now.
Whatever. I'm out of it.
I don't even know.
Football back. Barstool Sportsbook.
Who you taking tonight?
Bills. I think the championship celebration is typically. Though Bucks did win last year, but a lot of times the team's celebrating at home. It's an emotional moment.
Rams lost a lot of players too.
Yeah.
PFT tweeted it. One of the nicknames for Buffalo is the Queen City.
Whoa.
Buffalo +2.5.
A lot of people taking Gabe Davis first to score. Nah. Dawson Knox first to score.
Isn't there?
Eric Moulds first.
I'm going to take a
score.
D for the defense.
Who's his number? Like 17, McKenzie?
Jalen Ramsey.
Oh, okay. So you're talking Rams.
Yeah.
Okay. Pick 6. That's the high odds in the Barstool Sportsbook. That's it.